The story begins in the year of 1172. At the beginning of the story we see a kingdom, where there are many small tribes. These tribes constantly fight among themselves. Among these tribes, the chief of one tribe is looking for a girl for his son, whose name is Temüjin, who is only 11 years old, so that he can get his sons married. To find a girl, he goes to a tribe who is his friend. There, he meets with his friend, where Temüjin encounter a girl named Börte. Börte asks to Temüjin, "What have you come here for?" Temüjin responds, "I have come here to find a girl for my wedding." Börte says, "Then you should marry me." After saying this, she walks away. The following morning, several girls are presented before Temüjin as he must choose one of them. Temüjin selects Börte from among the girls, and afterwards, their wedding is arranged. However, there are some customs and traditions in these tribes, according to which they can stay together only after 5 years of marriage, because both of them are still young. Before Temüjin leaves, he gives her a locket and says, "I will come to you very soon." After this, he leaves with his father and their companions. The journey is long, so they take a rest along the way. Some distance from them, another tribe was resting. The people of that tribe send a bowl of milk for Temüjin's father. This gesture indicates that they desire friendship. Temüjin's father reciprocates by sending a bowl of milk for them. After this, before Temüjin's father drinks the bowl of milk, his companion says, "This milk should have been given to someone else first." But Temüjin's father ignores his suggestion, as he wants to trust the people of the other tribe as much as possible. Therefore, he drinks all the milk. After he moves a little ahead on his horse, he falls off his horse and dies. This means, there was poison in the bowl of milk. Now, all the people with Temüjin's father leave his body there and move on because their own lives are at risk. Afterwards, Temüjin's father's lieutenant takes charge of all the animals belonging to Temüjin's father, and also establishes his authority over his people. He declares himself the leader. This makes Temüjin's mom angry, and she says, "One day, my son will surely take revenge on you when he grows up." Upon hearing this, Lieutenant goes scared, because he knows it could happen. So he decides to kill Temüjin. However, there is a custom here that children and women are not killed. Therefore, he measures Temüjin's height with a wheel. If he is taller than the wheel, he will be killed. But Temüjin is shorter than the wheel, so he is spared. Before leaving, Lieutenant says, "I will come back next year and I'll kill Temüjin." Now, Temüjin has only 1 year left to live, for after that time, he will be taller than the wheel. In order to save himself, he must flee from this place. So, amidst the icy cold, he sets out on his journey. He remembers something his father told him, that there are temples of their gods on the mountains that protect them. Now, Temüjin has to cross a frozen lake completely covered with snow. While he is crossing it, the snow breaks, and he falls into the water. Just before his life slips away, a child comes there, and he saves him, and the child took Temüjin with him. There, the child also has a brother. After that, the child gives Temüjin a bowl of milk, in which he mixes his blood and offers it to Temüjin, telling him to drink it. Temüjin drinks the milk. Then the child says, "Now you are our blood brother. It's mean, we are now 3 brothers." As time passes, after several months, Lieutenant once again finds Temüjin. He captures him, making him his prisoner, and takes him along. Once again, Temüjin's height is measured with the wheel, but he is still shorter than the wheel. But Lieutenant decides that he won't let Temüjin go this time. So, until Temüjin gets taller, he will keep him as a prisoner. He always keeps a wooden noose around Temüjin's neck. There is a man who always feeds Temüjin and takes care of his wounds. Actually, this man wants to get Temüjin out of there, but he can't do it easily because there are always people around. Lieutenant measures his height several times, but Temüjin is still short. One day, there is a heavy rain here. Everyone goes into their respective tents, and during that time, the man gets a chance to free Temüjin. He tells him to leave from there. Temüjin runs away, and as he is running, he reaches the mountain where the temples of their gods are, about which his father had told him. And now, Temüjin begins to live here. And as time passes, 14 years go by. Temüjin is now grown up, but even today he is running from Lieutenant. They are chasing him, and after several years, Lieutenant catches Temüjin again, and once again he is made a prisoner in the same way he was prisoner in his childhood. After that, Lieutenant comes to him and says, "Beg for your life from me." But Temüjin says, "I would rather die than beg for my life from you." This makes Lieutenant angry, and he says, "Now, I will make you suffer." After that, he begins to torture him. One night, while the people of the tribe are celebrating, the lieutenant comes to Temüjin in a state of intoxication. Seizing the opportunity, Temüjin attacks him and kills him, and he flees from that place. After fleeing from there, the first place he goes to is that girl to whom he had given a locket in his childhood, the one he married, whose name was Börte. Temüjin takes Börte back to his mother and sister, and he starts living happily with his family. One day, another tribe attacks them, and they take Börte away. In fact, when the leader of this tribe was young, Temüjin's father attacked their tribe and brought the mother of this leader as a captive. At that time, the child vowed to take revenge when he grew up. That's why Temüjin's wife, Börte, was captured. Now, Temüjin wants to get his wife back by any means possible, but he doesn't have a large army nor does he have enough power to fight the leader of that tribe and his people. Therefore, he goes to his childhood brothers, one of whom had pulled him out of the lake and had given him a bowl of milk and said, "Now we are blood brothers." His brother says, "We can't fight that tribe, they are too powerful. For that, we need a year." Temüjin agrees with his brother, and after that, they practice consistently for a year. After a year of training, they become worthy of fighting against that tribe. They launch an attack on the whole tribe and emerge victorious in the battle. But when Temüjin goes to his wife, he learns that his wife is pregnant, and it is going to be the chief's child. However, Temüjin loves his wife very much, so he claims her as his own. Additionally, after winning the battle, he distributes all the loot equally among all the people. As a result, all the people from the defeated tribe join him. Now, Temüjin has his own tribe, and everyone loves him very much. Seeing this, jealousy grows in the heart of Temüjin's brother. And one day, when Temüjin's brother's people were stealing Temüjin's horses, Temüjin's people arrived there. Upon arrival, they shot an arrow at one of the men stealing the horse, who was running away on horseback. The man falls right there, and whenever they see that man, he was Temüjin's elder brother. That is, he was the elder brother among those two brothers. And whenever his younger brother finds out that Temüjin's people have killed his older brother, he decides to take revenge on Temüjin. He joins hands with all the tribes around so that he can attack Temüjin and defeat him. Temüjin knows that he cannot win this battle. That's why, he tells all the women and children in his tribe to leave from here and reach a safe place. After this, Temüjin confronts them, and he loses this battle. After which, Temüjin is taken prisoner. His brother doesn't kill him, instead, he hands him over to another tribe, who take Temüjin as a prisoner to a city from here so they can sell him. Although many days have passed, no one buys him. One day, a king arrives there, who buys Temüjin and locks him up in a cage in the middle of his city. Here, everyone laughs at him. There are also Buddhist monks who repeatedly come to Temüjin and talk to him, which makes him realize that Temüjin has a lot of potential within him. He believes that in the future, Temüjin will accomplish great things. One day, Temüjin gives his locket to the Buddhist monk. It is the same locket he had given to his wife in childhood. He asks the monk, "Can you deliver this locket to my wife?" The Buddhist monk replies, "I will deliver it. But promise me that whenever you conquer this place, you will permanently separate all the monks here. You will ensure their safety and never commit any violence against them in any way." Temüjin promises him that his request will be honored. After this, the Buddhist monk takes his locket and sets out to find his wife. After traveling for many days, the monk was walking over a desert and there he dies. However, fate favors Temüjin. His wife reaches the place where the body of the Buddhist monk is, and she finds Temüjin's locket, which makes her realize that Temüjin is still alive. As she continues to search for Temüjin, she eventually arrives in the city where he was held captive. Börte bribes a soldier, and brings Temüjin out from there. Temüjin returns once again with his children and his wife. And after returning, he starts living happily with them. One day, his wife says that all the leaders are alike, they oppress the people. Temüjin realizes that he should build a big empire. Therefore, he leaves his family and goes out to meets with all the tribes, and together with them, he builds a large army. He decides that no one will ever oppress any woman or child, nor will any commander betray his leader, and they will fight until the end. In 1196, he builds a large army, but he still cannot become a king, because there is another army in front of him, which belongs to his brother. Although Temüjin does not want to fight his brother's army, but now he doesn't have any other option, and a fierce battle takes place between these two armies, in which Temüjin emerges victorious. But he doesn't kill the captured soldiers from his brother's army, instead, he incorporates them into his own army. Although the rule at the time was that captured soldiers were to be killed, he also captures his brother as well. However, he doesn't imprison him, instead, he releases him. And, in the year 1206, Temüjin becomes the ruler of the entire Mongol Empire. After that, Temüjin was known as Genghis Khan, although he ruled the whole world, but Genghis Khan was a very cruel person who killed millions of innocent people, which is a shame for humanity. So friends, that was the whole story of the movie Mongol. We hope you enjoyed this biographical story.